York City. Let's have a big Billy Jack's welcome for Mr. Michael Jackson.
Billy Jack's Cafe, Saturday night, Glastonbury, Connecticut. Not a very popular place with the brothers, I noticed. Sort of feeling like the only chip in the cookie, folks. Kind of scary. Actually, there's a couple other chips over there. How you doing, Chip? Michael Jackson and the Chips. But the other night, guys, I was in a place that's even less popular with the brothers. I was at a VFW hall in Fairfield, Connecticut. This was a scary place. Everybody's last minute involved was getting real nervous. And I figured out why there's no brothers hanging out at the VFW hall. You guys know the VFW stands for Veterans of Foreign Wars, right? You guys see the old war movies? Who's the first guy to get shot? It's like, Johnson, go take that line. Johnson starts running all of a sudden. Oh, sir, they got Johnson. This won't be at the VFW in Fairfield, huh? Let's go get a drink. My name is Mike Jackson, Michael Jackson, however you want to say it, pronounce it. Usually how people find out my name, ask me a lot of stupid questions. Stupidest question I get, did your parents name you after him? Yeah. I'm 31, he's 33. I'm sure when I was born, my parents sitting there going, what are we going to name this kid? Well, there is this 2-year-old out in Indiana. Or something that name. Remember growing up back in high school, teachers used to call your name too alphabetically? They'd call out Michael Jackson. Everybody would look. That's not Michael Jackson. He's ugly. Okay, you guys can laugh at that. Because statistics show that ugly men get beautiful women. Case in point. I'm kidding, she's not beautiful, but anyway. Matter of fact, guys, when I first started doing comedy, I changed my name. I was using a stage name. You know, people are confused with the other Michael Jackson, will give me a hard time about my name. Then I figured, what the hell? Nobody's going to confuse us, because basically, I'm a young black man, and he's more like a young white woman. Have you guys seen it? Michael's like a khaki color. It's kind of scary racial thing he's got going on there. And Michael lightened his skin. You know when people get a tan, they have like a tan line and stuff? I wonder if when Michael takes his clothes off, he looks like a panda bear. You know, certain areas are still black. Something I was thinking about. Still, yeah, when I was a kid growing up, me and my brothers and sisters would pretend we were Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, you know, put on the Afro wigs, perform for my parents. And when I was 7 years old, Michael had this song that was called Ben. It's like a love song to a rat. You guys remember the song? And Michael was serious about singing this song. He was kidding. I was like, Ben, the two of us need to look no more. Singing to a little black furry rat, folks. But you know how kids are when they don't know the words to songs, they make up their own words? So me and my brothers are sitting there singing, can your mother works in the Kmart store? Mom didn't like that song. Figure out why. But you guys know something? kids are not the only ones that change words of songs, right? Because back in the 50s, they had to change words of certain songs before they released them. Because if they released them the way they're originally written, a lot of people would have gotten in trouble. One of the songs they changed was this one. Put your legs on my Pretty sure that was the next verse. I was positive that was the next verse. Woman going, I like that song. Another song they changed. My boyfriend is black and there's gonna be trouble. You'd like that in Connecticut? Yeah. Sitting down thinking, why did they change it? I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody, but people in Connecticut have bad attitudes.
Yeah.
You guys agree? You guys know about it? No, I'm serious. I was driving up in my car. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm driving up in my car. I stopped to get some gas. Used the lavatory. The bathroom. People don't know what that means. I'm walking by this woman, she had locked her keys in the car. Brand new Cadillac sitting there, keys locked in the car. I'm walking by, minding my own business. She goes, excuse me, black man? I'm like, moi? She goes, yes, we seem to have locked our keys in our car, and your people seem to have a knack for this sort of thing. I picked up a rock, I broke the window, so go ahead, babe. Knack this. Got a knack. Another thing that drives me crazy on the roads? These idiot cops. Any cops here? Before I finish this? No, seriously, some cops here? No, because these cops... There are? Hi, officer. Glad you can make it tonight. These idiot cops, not you. Stop you, pull you over for no reason. In my car, like I said before, I-95, middle lane, around exit 22, doing 54.9 miles an hour. Tough getting that one out, just for you. All these cars are zooming past me. All of a sudden, there's a cop behind me with his lights on. I figure he wants to go by me, right? So I pull over to the right. He pulls over behind me. Pull over the side of the road. So I pull off the road. Now guys, I haven't stopped enough times that I know that if you're a black man, for which I qualify, driving a white Saab in Fairfield, Connecticut, you get out of the car like this. If you're an LA, you just jump on the ground and cover your head. I'm standing there. This cop says to me, where are you coming from dressed like that? Is there a dress code on the highway up here I don't know about? Was it like left lane tuxedos, right lane jeans and sneakers? It's my luck. I get stopped by the fashion police. Get out of the car. Pull over, pull over! You clash, I'll have to give you a ticket. And I should have known I was in trouble. I heard the siren going, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Where am I coming from dressed like that? How do you answer this question? Your house? Bing! Survey says go to jail. Definitely not the number one answer. Pissed off. And are they working on every road in Connecticut now simultaneously, guys? Like if you look up Connecticut and the dictionary, right lane in is 1,500 feet ahead. brainchild, this mental midget that put up these arrows with these 800 megawatt light bulbs in them that flash on and off while you're driving. You go driving at night, you get night blindness, you run into the freaking barricades like... In the state cup to your drive, what, those big Ford LTD Crown Victorias? Big blue boats. Gotta get clearance from the light tower to take them on the freaking highway. Use a couple of Yugos as tugs just to get them out in the traffic. This ever happened to you? You're cruising on a highway, maybe 65. Now, I never do this. You're cruising on a highway, like 65, 70 miles an hour, just cruising. All of a sudden, all the traffic slows down to about 12 miles an hour. You creep past this big blue car thinking it's a cop, and it's just some old man who thought it was cool having a Ford LTD Crown Victoria. Yo, Pops, get a Mazda. Enough problems on the road, man. Another thing that drives me crazy on the roads, road signs. Most states you enter, they state laws in their road signs. Like you come to Connecticut, it's use of radar detectors, they're illegal. Going to New York, it says buckle up, state law. Go up to Massachusetts, gun law. What am I driving, to Smith & Wesson here, folks? I gotta stop. And they don't have laws about the seatbelts up there. They make suggestions about the seatbelts. Take safety to heart. Massachusetts suggests the use of seatbelts. Suggests the use of seatbelts. I see some cop when we're speeding in Massachusetts. You know how fast you're going, buddy? How fast you suggest I go, officer? Any ideas? But some states get cocky with their road signs. Anybody drive to Pennsylvania? Welcome to Pennsylvania. America starts here. Where the hell was that before that? Since when is New Jersey not a part of the United States? You guys know what I'm talking about? You go into Maryland? Drive gently. Okay, here we go. How do you drive gently, man? But it's not just on the roads, guys. Stores and restaurants have stupid signs out in front of them. I was out in front of this restaurant the other day, they had a big sign out front. No dogs allowed, except seeing eye dogs. Who's reading this freaking sign, folks? It's not like the dog's gonna say, okay, we can go in here, this is fine. Hey, give me some Alpo glass of wine, this guy can't see, get the lead better. It's not happening like that. But the world is crazy, man. They got weird events. They got TV for the blind now, folks. TV for the blind. The way it works is very descriptive. They describe exactly what's happening on the screen so that blind people can enjoy TV programs also. I don't mean to be cruel, but wasn't this called radio about 40, 50 years ago? Another thing I have out now? Disposable contact lenses. I mean, how late are people glasses going to get? First glasses, they complain, oh, I'm going to take them out, put them back on. You tell them to make contacts, they complain, oh, we're going to take them out and clean them. Now they have disposable contacts, remember for like a week, 2 weeks, take them out and throw them away, right? I figure, what the hell's next? Dissolvable contacts? You know, like they just melt away in your eyes, they come like an expiration date on the side of the box. Here's me, driving down the road one day. All of a sudden, today the 15th? Shit. Crazy stuff going on here. A little bit about myself. I come from kind of a large family. There's 8.5 kids in my family. 8.5 because my father had 10 and my mother had 7, so we take the average. So it's 8.5. I'm the only one over 20 years old who's not married, doesn't have any children. All my sisters are giving my nieces and nephews these beautiful African names. Like I have a nephew, his name is Tahor Aguyame Jackson. I have a niece, her name is Tanjanika Makisha Dixon. I said to my sisters, why are you giving me kids these names? She says, those names have meaning. If you look up Tahor Aguyame in the book of names, it means one who gives me great joy. One who gives me great joy. So I said to her, you named your kid after the African word for prostitute. They don't visit anymore, by the way. Just one of those things. And it's kind of good because sometimes I think I want to get married, settle down, have a couple of kids, you know. And whenever I start thinking this, I visit with my nephew or niece for like a half an hour. Thought is gone. It's like reality. What a contraception. You know what I'm saying? None for me, thanks. I'm driving. It's crazy. And this African name stuff has been going on for years, right? Even great sports figures have been changing their names. Like Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. And Lou Alcindor changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you look up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the Book of Names, it means warrior with a good jump hook. So, it's happening. It's happening. We got sports fans here tonight? Sports fans?
Yeah.
Basketball?
Yeah.
How about bowling?
Yeah.
More people for bowling than basketball? We are in Glastonbury, aren't we? That is scary to me, boy. I'm telling you. You went up here in water sports, like swimming, boating, yachting, that kind of stuff? That's cool. See, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Most of the water sports we got involved in usually involve like a fire hydrant and a can. You know, if we wanted to like go yachting, we had to float a popsicle stick down the curb. That was about it. Okay. Matter of fact, people in my neighborhood don't even trust people with boats. The last person to trust a person with a boat was Kunta Kinte. You see what happened to him, right? It's like standing there, nice boat you got here. Yeah, what are these chains for? Oh, so I'm for overboard? Thanks a lot. You're good one. Thanks. Crazy. But I like to watch different sports, you know, try to figure out how sports got invented. I watch basketball. I know the way they invented the game. They took a peach basket, nailed it up on the inside of this building. Then they put a ladder up there. But they were too stupid to cut a hole in the bottom of the basket. So the guy used to have to shoot the ball, basket, not ladder. Get the ball out. Shoot the ball, basket, not ladder. Get the ball out. Now when I watch the NBA, I notice that most of the best players are black. Except for Larry Bird, and we have a theory about him. He's got curly hair, big nose, he's black, he's an albino. It works for us. But another sport I love to watch, believe it or not, bowling. I love to watch bowling. I watch PB on Saturdays and Sundays. I know that most of us bowlers are white. I think this is cool. But it's a little known fact that bowling was invented by a black man down in Brooklyn, New York. Which you can tell simply by the nature of the sport. So what other sport is there? You have to go into an alley to play. You get to wear those funky green and red shoes. And the main objective of this game, take this big black ball and knock down those 10 white pins with the red nets. I got your pins. Keith asked earlier, I have to ask again, where are the Catholics at? All the Catholics applaud right now? Catholics applaud, everybody clap. Well, we'll give yourselves a hand, because it's tough being Catholic, isn't it? I'm not Catholic myself, I went to a Catholic wedding recently. Is this like the longest ordeal in the world, folks? What's it last, like 3-4 days? And non-Catholics have no idea what's going on. They should have like cue cards in front of the church so you can figure this stuff out. Because you gotta stand, sit, kneel, go up and get the cracker. Yo, Father, man, you wash your hands, man? Oh, man, I told you the bathroom earlier. Don't give me a holy water story. Here's some soda. I'll get my own cracker. Put some cheese whiz on it. And what's the big thing at weddings? Everyone wants to videotape their weddings, right? You have a bright light set up in the church. There's a priest with a microphone in his hand. Halfway through the ceremony, I thought I was on a Phil Donahue show. The priest out there. Does anybody here object to these people getting married? Caller, are you there? By the end of the sermon, I felt like I was on Jeopardy. I'm like, I have the body of Christ for 1,000, please. Work me on this, Father. Work me on this. Then after the ceremony, we have what? The reception. Big party. All those stupid songs. The bride cuts the cake. I hate that song. Why don't they have parties when people get divorced? Of course, you have to have a pre-cut cake. With a woman there with a knife in her hand. It's like, bride cuts the groom. A bunch of lawyers sitting at the head table. Jacoby Myers, it's about time. We all know. You have any Jewish people tonight? You might Jewish? Alright. That's cool. The reason why I ask is I went to a Jewish wedding recently also. When you go to Jewish weddings, all the men, they make like honorary Jewish person. They don't sniff anything, don't get nervous. They just give one of those little hats to wear when you go in the temple, a little yarmulke to wear. And while I was there, I figured out why Jewish men wear yarmulkes. Because if you're standing in the temple, and some guy behind you is going, protection on the back of your head. I think if you look up yarmulke in the dictionary, it's like phlegm umbrella. I was there like, yo man, Pops, man. Give me a raincoat, man. Jesus Christ. Don't say Jesus in the temple, they get pissed. This guy went up. What are you saying, Jesus? You bastard? What is it? Yo, you Spitzer, go back to the Celtic wedding, you bastard. Get out of here. Son of a bitch, you coming here saying, Jesus, we don't know what happened. There's a rumor. Call my lawyer, you bastard. Get out of here. It's a rumor, you bastard. It's a great laugh, man. It's cool because at least you make noise when you laugh. You ever see those people laugh and no sound comes out of their face? Don't make some noise, you're gonna hurt yourself. The laughter out. Crazy stuff. We have travelers tonight. Anybody travel? Been down to Florida? Anybody been down to Florida? Yeah. Right, Florida, yeah. Right hand, fly down or drive down? Both. Both? What do you got, the auto plane all day? Honey, pull back on that yoke. Reaching altitude, yeah. Oh. Flying is the smart way to go, folks. That made the mistake of driving to Florida. And driving through Georgia. It's an experience that no non-Caucasian man should have by himself, folks. This is my problem. I'm down here, I'm doing 62 miles an hour. The speed limit is 65. I'm doing 62. Cop pulls me over anyway. Explains to me that out-of-state licenses have to drive at least 10 miles an hour less than the posted speed limit. So I get a ticket for doing 62 and a 65. And I don't mean to call anybody a redneck. But it was that night when he stopped, he got out of his car, it was like this glow. Coming out from the sat, so I was getting a little nervous, and he comes walking to my car, and he had like 2 teeth in his mouth. Well, actually, one was a chiclet that shot out when he started talking to me. I was like, here's your chiclet, like, here's your gum, thanks a lot, pal. Oh, thank you. So my car now, I don't even have a radar detector. How would they call it, a redneck detector? And it doesn't go like, boop, boop, boop. Get close to what might be a redneck, it starts playing dueling banjos. So you're driving along, all of a sudden, ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. It's gonna suck. Put on my white face. It don't work. So the next time I went to Florida, I flew down. I'm on the plane hanging out, everything's cool, having my little plane food there, just hanging out, you know, eating some bellows. Probably gets on a loudspeaker, makes an announcement. If you look out your window, you know, we're not passing over Savannah, Georgia. Cop gets up from the front of the plane. Gives everybody a ticket for doing 600 miles an hour. 65 miles an hour zone. I don't go to Florida anymore, folks. Heck with that. Recently got this new roommate, this guy from Greece. So I keep my bedroom door locked at night. That's terrible. everybody's like, Mike, let's go to the gym, lift weights, get in shape. You know, I'm like, nah. If I want to work out, play a little football, maybe play a little basketball. But when I want a really good workout though, I do jazzercise. You guys know about jazzercise? It's like aerobics but with better music. And my roommate's always like, Mike, what are you fag? You gay, hanging around a bunch of women doing jazzercise? So wait a minute, pal. I can go down to the gym with you. Be surrounded by 35, 40 sweaty, smelly guys. I go to my jazzercise class. There's 35, 40 half-naked women doing stuff like this. Who do you think is gay? I beg to differ. And the thing about jazzercise, you know, it's a good aerobic workout, good cardiovascular workout for the heart, lungs, things like that. And I was thinking the other day, if you're sitting around doing nothing, your heart beats probably something like this. You know, you go jogging, maybe it speeds up a little bit. When you do jazzercise, your heartbeat goes. Yes, indeed, just one of those things. Yep. What's your name, guy? Bruce. I had to laugh before he said his name. Bruce. I was going to say it's a nice, strong Anglo-Saxon name, but we all know that's different. No, Bruce, I'm not going to pick on you. What was the first car you had, Bruce? You drive? Yeah. I mean a car, because she's sitting there going... What was the first car you had?
Actually, it's got a blue Cadillac.
Well, why would you say I would be jealous or something? Instead of well, I don't mean to tell you this fact. It's got a blue Cadillac. Is that okay? What year was it? 64. Ooh, one of them big monsters. Yeah. Fins and everything. Ooh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes Bruce. Dun, 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 dun. That's cool. That's cool. My first car was a 1971 Buick Electra, guys. 225. 455 engine, 4-barrel carbs, power, everything. The gas gauge moves faster than the speedometer in this car, folks. It's like, that's just backing out of the driveway. Not saying it was a big car, but the hood on it was a guy landing airplanes. The weather in the front seat was different than the weather in the back seat. And it was a great part. If you push the power switch all the way to the back, you go across like this date timeline. So Bruce, if you got your date home an hour late from a date, take off from the back seat, she would be home the day before you actually took her out. It's a good car to have. When I had my Buick, I went away to college with my Buick, and I had one of these manifold stoves in my car. You guys ever hear about these manifold stoves? Like you can cook food on your engine? You know, like if you're going on a long trip, you throw a potato on the hood, get to where you're going, you have like a baked potato. It'd be like transmission fluid on a potato to the skull. But I had this upper way college. I went to Syracuse University. You like Syracuse? Okay, so never mind. So I'm up at college, and like I said before, I come from a large family, so usually what happens, everybody comes home for a holiday, we bring a dish, and then we have like a big meal. So I threw something under the hood, I'm driving down the road. I get to Manhattan, I stop at a light, and I'm attacked by like the squeegee patrol. You guys know these guys, like 90 to kill a squeegee? So I'm like, clean your window, clean your window, clean your window, clean your window, clean your window. Like, no man, don't clean my window. No man, give me $1, clean your window. I said, I can't really do that, but I'll give you $2 if you baste the turkey I got under the hood. I ran away from my car. Out of there. Definitely out of there. Okay, you know about me, I found out a little bit more about you guys. Where are the porno movie fans? X-rated movie fans? Come on, raise those hairy palms. Get them up there. Yeah. She got that nice little smile on her face. And she goes, yeah. You guys ever know how they title these movies? Take a perfectly good movie, change one word in the title, becomes a porno movie? Like they have, On Golden Blonde. The Sperminator. My favorite one though? Romancing the Bone. You guys gotta check that out. I think it's a real movie. Michael Douglas is in that one. And then you got an argument with your girlfriend about men watching porno movies, because my girlfriend says, you men just watch porno movies because you want your girlfriends to do to you what the men in the porno movies, what the women in the porno movies do to the men in the porno movies. like, so? What's the problem? Then my girlfriend actually said, well, you make love to me like you're gonna make love in a porno movie. Took it as a compliment. Now, I figured she meant that was professional, took a long time, and she wasn't enjoying what was going on. Then she told me a VCR stuck on fast forward. They call Dr. Ruth tomorrow. What's that? Vegetables? What? Then my girlfriend got even with me though.
I know.
Because you know how women are, you know. You have couples, you know the couples that applaud. All the couples applaud. Couples applaud. Come on, just clap. You're a couple. Because guys, what our women always tell us? Just be honest with us and everything will work out fine. Just tell the truth and everything will be perfect. Exactly. Don't do it, guys. That knot was very well timed. Do not do this. This is my girlfriend. She gained some weight. Added some luggage to her torso, as I like to call it. She comes to me the other day, she goes, Mike, do you think I'm getting fat? You want to be honest with your babe? She goes, yeah, tell me, I can take it. You think I'm getting fat? I said, honey, you have put on a few pounds. She gets pissed. She goes, it's just baby fat. I said, yeah, baby, you're fat. So I'm single now. Yeah, no more. No, what was that? No more sex for me? The women are like, no sex for you, Pat. I'm glad the weather's changing, folks. Springtime, summertime's coming soon. Yeah, what does summertime mean? All my summer people clap right now. Well, where those wintertime people at? I hate the wintertime. Because in the wintertime I get dry skin. And I get chapped lips. Folks, you got lips like mine, it's a big problem, you know what I'm saying? Got this big 50-gallon chapstick I keep next to my bed. Just get up in the morning. Make sure I'm covered. Now people who don't like the summertime, they complain, oh, it's too hot, it's too hot. It does not get hot out here. I was out in Arizona last summer. 120 degrees in the shade. But they always say the same thing. Well, there's no humidity. People are bursting into flames on the sidewalk. But it's a dry flame, I guess. No moisture in that fire. And I flew out to Arizona, which was a cool flight. But it's scary. I mean, I'm not afraid of flying, I'm not afraid of dying. You know, I say your time to be time to really, there's no choice. You're going to die, you're going to die. But you fly to places like Arizona, 95% of people on board the airplane over the age of 65. Because of retirement area. So if you're on a plane, well, 95% of people over the age of 65, maybe when your time might come up, and you get caught up in the middle of that shit. The plane goes down because they wanted grandpa, you know? You happen to be there. It's over. You're dead. That's it. Why are you hiding? This isn't Georgia. I can talk to you. My dad, 5'4", 287 pounds. Not a small guy. Okay, he's my father, okay? I can talk about it. Shoot. My dad invented the wireless remote control. You guys know about this? You guys do not have remote controls without wires on them. It goes right now. Because I remember I was about 10 years old, I'm out in my yard playing. My dad's upstairs in the bedroom. I'm out there playing Mars with my buddies, right? My dad's upstairs, calls in the window. Mike, get in here! I go running upstairs. He's laying there on the bed, he goes, change that channel. Is that okay, Dad? I was wireless, it was happening, I guess. Oh man, another crazy stuff. When I watch a lot of TV, a lot of movies. You guys see that movie Batman? People see Batman? Sucked, right? I don't do Batman jokes, just taking a survey. Wanted to see Batman, they had the Coming Attraction, which is the other movie that was out there, this James Bond flick, License to Kill with Timothy Dalton. And I'm sitting there in the theater thinking to myself, you know, I had a different James Bond character. They had Sean Connery, Then they got Roger Moore. And now they got Timothy Dalton. I'm sitting there thinking, you know, they never had a black James Bond. You can see like Billy D. Williams, the first black James Bond. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Billy D, go ahead. But he'd be standing there like, Bond. Bill Bonds. New movie License to Chill. Cool 45 when we think about shaking it up, pal. I was studying acting down in New York, guys. When we study acting, they make you take Shakespeare. So I do a little Shakespeare for you now, if you'll indulge. From fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die. But as the riper should by time decease. You know what that means? You know what that means, Bruce? I have no freaking idea what that means, Bruce. This is too confusing to me, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to think, what would happen if Shakespeare were alive today and had his hands in the art, music, and culture today? Would he write like children's books? Would Fun with Dick and Jane be frivolity with King Richard and Lady Janice? Would The Cat in the Hat be the feline in the chapeau? Would he do movies or maybe TV shows? Would Laverne and Shirley be Much Ado About Squiggy? I can see in a movie by William Shakespeare. Rambo and Juliet. Rambo, wherefore art thou? Rambo be out in the bushes. Huck, what light on your window breaks? It's Juliet, and she is the East. And the East is communist. Get her out of there. No more Juliet Stone. I was reading in the paper the other day about this guy. Well, he used to be a guy. He underwent gender reassignment surgery. That's what he didn't say in there, right? Gender reassignment surgery. We're gonna change you. We'll make him better. It's a $6 million man. I don't know what that is. That's great. But the reason why they had him in the newspaper, because he still likes to date both women and men. I got no problems getting dates. We're about this idiot now, right? And you ladies out there, you're out in the club somewhere, you meet a guy, come up bothering you, give me a hard time, what do? Go to the ladies' room. This person can follow you to the ladies' room. So you need a new strategy, what I'm saying. And I was trying to figure out what the heck to go, what's the procedure? And a friend of mine took this course in human sexuality. She told me for a man to become a woman, he's got to go for these hormone shots for like 2 years. He grows breasts, loses all his facial hair. Before they do the actual nip and tuck. He's got to go out in front of a panel, 4 or 5 people, and they get to decide whether or not he become a woman or not. They get to sit there and go, well, why do you want to be a woman? And these guys go, well, I feel like I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, and I can do some fabulous things with mascara, and get out of here, talk about a better excuse next year, right? Well, don't you guys think science is going too far? What the hell's next? Species change operations? Some guy in there in front of the panel? I'm just a fish trapped in a man's body. I want to be a dolphin. He goes and they give him a few shots. He goes like a dorsal fin. They cut a big blowhole in the back of his neck. His wife's knocking on the bathroom door. Honey, you in there? Anyway, before I go, folks, I want to do a little bit of improvisational comedy. I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience, preferably a young lady. Come on, just real quick, we don't have all day, just run through it, real quick. I say, young lady, this guy stands with cookies. Would you help me, please? All you have to do is read. It's not gonna hurt at all. Come on, you can give her a hand. It hurts me. Can I have a page number between 100 and 200? Please. 169. Dawn. Everybody give Dawn a hand. Okay. Page 169. to the middle of a place called An Enemy of the People. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and improvise a scene up here with Dawn. As she reads her dialogue in the book, I'm going to provide my dialogue in conjunction with her reading of dialogue. I'm going right down. Start right here. Okay, we got to try to come to this other here. Now, next, I need a couple more things. I need an opening line of dialogue. Something to open the scene up. We're going to get started. Very high. Up here, sharp. I was one, and what's the name?
It's dark and stormy night.
What do you mean by that? I got high already. I need a closing line. That's something that ends things. What did you say? Could you repeat it, please?
The end.
The end. Thank you. Start with high and end with the end. You start reading after I start singing. Let's start with high.
Why don't we try to get rid of the house?
We're trying to get rid of house there. You got to read a little louder there, baby. Project your voice a little bit.
Do you know anyone else who will advance the money for our paper and printing bill?
Well, I got my brother Clem down there on the farm there. He got a few dollars there stuck away in a coffee can and Charles just did.
Suppose you were to apply Dr. Stockman.
Well, I called Dr. Stockman. He told me I was healthy and ready to go.
What is the use? He has got nothing.
I got everything. He got nothing. I got it all. Ready for you, Dawn.
No, but he's got a warm man in the background. Old Morton killed the badger, as they call him.
He's got a warm man in the background. Well, you badger, that's a big up there.
Are you so sure he's got anything?
Well, I think he got something to kill the badger. He's got something there to kill the badger. Probably like a 357 or something like that. You want your number?
Good Lord, of course he does. And some of it must come to Stockman. Most probably he will do something for the children at all events.
Yeah, I'm sure it was something for the kids because he's not going to little kiddies, but he was cleared them charges though. Just, give them little candies. I'm counting on that, Mom.
Counting on it, of course. I am not counting on anything.
Well, Dawn, I think this is the end of our conversation. Thank you very much. Hey, folks, that's it for me tonight. My name is Mike Jackson. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Keep it going for Michael Jackson.